next week on Thursday
I'm sorry. Yes.
and next week on Thursday, I will go to the US.
The next Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the next Thursday.
really. Perfect. So you should pack everything and get ready. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. Okay, so you have time with your daughter. What?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
This morning I spent a lot of time to talk to her.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
yeah.
So you need to arrange everything and get ready for it. So it's how many days? Like, you will stay for 10 days?
Yeah. Uh, 13 days.
13 days. Okay, very good. Well, good news.
I
Uh,
will go to Michigan, Texas, uh, Idaho. Yeah.
very good. So why?
And
Just,
Texas.
because of universities? Like,
Texas and Idaho is are the city where my husband meet his partner business in
yeah,
on his
of
business.
course. So it's not only just, the only reason not your daughter. So you have also different things, yeah, to deal with. Like, your husband needs to, yeah, meet some people. So that's great. Okay, so you're going to travel. Good for you. We still no trip, nothing. Okay. Well, great. Yeah, let me share the board. Okay. Wow. I need to erase it just one moment. Okay. Oh, there's something wrong with it. Okay, it's okay. Okay, well, so let's see what we have today for you. Wow, let me share this one. Actually, the title is interesting, so let's talk about it. But of course, we're not gonna talk about this movie, just like it's so different. And well, tell me about, we have the first word that is life expectancy. So what is that? Of course, it's really a common phrase that we normally use. The average, of course, you can see the average number of years someone who's expected to live, of course, based on maybe their like condition, or for example, their situation, health, for example, condition, so in different factors. Uh, so this is actually uh, average lifespan. Of course, related and rely on different things, different factors. But most of people in rural area live more than people who live in, for example, urban and, for example, big cities. So what the reason is, you think?
For the reason,
Yeah, of
uh, people live a long life,
course.
you
Longer
know,
time. Yeah,
longer time than others.
of course.
Yeah, I think it's beyond. It's it depends on their lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, most of the things, most of the most of things make them have a good life, live longer. Is the way we it's the way we live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course. Yeah,
yeah,
having it's, a healthy lifestyle, you mean? So, and
yeah.
yeah, of course, I definitely more active maybe, because normally people
Yeah.
in rural area, they're so active, but active in a good way. So it's like being nature and of course having a healthy and just eating healthy diet, having healthy lifestyle, of course, all that. Well, uh and as I heard, just, I'm not sure about it, but as I heard, just the life expectancy in Japan is one of the highest in the world. But I really want to know what is the reason why. Do you have any idea about it?
Yes, I believe that the Japanese is peoples are the peoples in the world can live longer than others country. The people in other countries.
Yeah. And do you know the
Yeah.
reason why Japanese, actually, the life expectancy of
And
Japanese, yeah, is
but
higher than
sometimes I listen to the podcast about the Japanese. All the thing is the way they eat.
ah,
They talked about what the Japanese people eat every day, daily. Yeah, have
yeah.
a healthy meal, healthy food.
Of
Yes,
course, of course. Yeah, that's just really important.
and
But
they eat um the food. They eat less meat, but they eat much fish and fresh fish, like sashimi. They
uh
can eat every day, and they eat um, grain. Uh, yeah,
yeah, of course,
I
veggies
think
and yeah.
because of the lifestyle. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. And I know that as I know, just a fish is really good for your especially heart. So it's like it's really good. So I actually I think I've read an article somewhere, I'm not sure, but it was about fish and its benefits and health and our bodies. It was if you want to avoid just getting heart attack, eat more and more fish. That is so useful for a body. So maybe the reason is yes. So yes, people in Japan, that is really interesting that they can live longer than other maybe people all around the world. Healthy meat, healthy food, and that is really good actually. Healthy lifestyle. So just they about March, you said they eat much fish, but if you want to use, a
uh,
large amount, but in affirmative, positive, it's better say a lot of fish or
a
plenty
lot.
of fish. Yes.
Okay.
So
They,
much
they
is
like
better to be using negative, a lot of fish or plenty of.
negative. Okay, okay. Plenty of.
Yes, plenty of fish. So these two. Well, and I think they eat it almost every day. And now let's talk about your answer. So people in Japan tend to live longer than those in many other countries. So this way is so tend to live, it's actually more accurate. It's a natural phrase. So you can say, people in Japan tend to live longer than those in other countries or many other countries. Of course, we don't say every country, maybe many can be good here because, okay, just yes. And the next one, uh, you said that the first time that I heard about it, it was in a podcast. I want to just rephrase what you said about Japanese culture. So it was in a
Okay.
podcast about Japanese culture, and you want to say that from what I understood. So what did you get? Like, what did you get from that podcast? So from what I understood, a big part, a big part of it comes down to their diet. So you can say a big part of it comes down to their, for example, diet. Diet, like what they eat, what they not eat. As you said, they don't eat meat a lot. And they eat super. Normally we use super instead of very, as I told you before, super healthy and less red meat, lots of fish. So less red meat and lots of fish, like, uh, I don't know, and like whole grain. So we use something like this. So maybe, or sushi, or another food that I'm not sure about the name of it. And so they really just, they eat really clean, as you said, and it plays really just a huge role in their life expectancy, so it's really important. Well, so we have some phrases here I rephrase. So tend to live is better, and super healthy is really good, you can use it. And of course, play a huge role is good, and you can use it. It's more natural. This way, your answer will become just, more natural, better. Okay, well, and I have the word, the actually verb come down. So what is the meaning of this? When I say it always, for example, comes down to, for example, how much effort you put in, it means the most important factor, or reason. So here, when you use come down, this actually here, yeah, because it has different meaning. Here I use it as the most important factor. But of course, you know that come down can be used as reduce. When you, for example, lower something or reduce something, you also use come down, but not here. Okay. So, or for example, moving down, but not here. It has different meaning here, means the most important factor.
Mm.
Okay, and you can use it when you want to explain, for example, something that caused by something else. So you often use come down. Okay, that is
Mm.
the most important factor. Well, and the next one that is okay, enforcement. So let's see what is the meaning of it, if we use it a lot or no. This one is good, especially where you actually might hear it in just official
Mm.
context. So you, and of course, as you can see, uh, what happened? Okay,
Yes,
okay, it's
I
now.
get. Oh,
Yeah, of course.
okay.
Well,
Oh, yes.
of course. And what is the meaning of it? You can see the act of making people obey a particular law or rule. So, yes. Uh, if I want to give you uh, in everyday speech, yeah, we normally say law enforcement, especially when referring to, for example, police, we use it. And implementation is good synonym for it. It's like, we use it. So when you make people, just, the act of making people follow rules, follow laws or obligation. So this is the meaning of this word. And for example, strict enforcement of traffic laws help reduce accidents. So it's like they push people to follow, you know? So you can say, for example, strict enforcement of traffic laws helps reduce accidents. This one is good. Okay. Well, so, and sometimes we need, we need to do, especially government. So I think the government is responsible for the enforcement of new regulation, especially about just regarding environment and maybe traffic. So the government is responsible for the enforcement of, for example, new regulations, new rules. And this one you can read tough, strict. So you can use the tougher enforcement of,
After tougher, after tougher enforcement of the existing traffic laws, there has been a significant decrease in the number of accidents.
yeah, the number of actions, exactly the same, strict enforcement of traffic laws. So this is actually the simple form while we say in conversation. So it's
Yeah, yeah,
they're the same, but this one is
yeah.
easier. So it's, actually sometimes you know that when you read books, article, you see sentences, actually you find them longer. But when it comes to just conversation, you don't need just like short one, and that's it. So, like, okay, after tougher
Yeah.
enforcement of existing traffic laws, there has been a significant decrease in the number. And I like this one because, for example, it's good for us speaking because we have different structures. That is really good. Well, and this one, homicide. Okay,
Homicide.
homicide, yes, as you can see, is a noun. The crime of killing, oh, somebody. So let me say, simple. The killing of one person by another. One person kills another one. So the killing, this actually uh, word that simply speaking, like, simple form of it is, or synonym that commonly used is murder. So murder, killing someone by another one. So like murder. Well, and but homicide, let me say something, can be like, includes both lawful and unlawful killing. So it depends. Sometimes actually it happens, yeah, by law. It's lawful. And but sometimes, of course, no, it's murder. And for example, homicide rate homicide rates have dropped in many cities. So that's really good. Over 2 million young people aged
Of
15.
people aged 15 to 29 died in Latin America primarily because of homicide,
Yeah,
murder.
yeah. So
Um,
over 2 million young people aged 15 to 20 died in Latin America primarily because of homicide. It's good sentence actually, but I don't know, maybe we can a little change it. So it's like, uh, it's good, mostly correct, but I don't know, primarily because of homicide is correct, definitely correct. But we have natural. So, for example, I don't know, more than 2 million young people between the ages of 15 and 29 have died. Mostly due to is better. Here I don't like the word just because of. Due to, mostly due to is better, is more natural. So mostly due to homicide and yes. died, and died is not good here. We need a present perfect because this is actually you are talking about something. When you say died, maybe it needs another, a time, like specific time. But
Yes,
I'm talking about the period that maybe a lot of people died. So have died, I think present perfect here is better. So have died. This one is better. And of course, mostly due to. It's more natural because of his little, I don't know, it's mostly due to his more conversational, I want to say. But it's correct. This sentence is correct. Well, and let's see. Okay, just let's do something because it's like about 30, yeah, 9:36. Let's log out and log in. So because I don't want to just, if we don't do this, maybe we actually will have to wait. So let's log out and log back, okay?
yes.
Yes. Well, just okay.